now, very appropriately, following what Wendy said, I'm going to introduce a message of support from Prince Charles, which he recorded just, I think, a couple of weeks ago in advance of this event. I would just say about the man. I think he's an extraordinary person, a visionary, an artist, highly intuitive, and actually very thin-skinned. And it's right what Wendy said, that I think at times he has felt very alone, and I would say he actually is a fellow traveller and a kindred spirit, and if he was here today, he would be honoured to meet you all and to feel part of this movement. So on that note, here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how delighted I am to have this opportunity to express my support for your True Costs of American Food conference. Now, I know that your event has brought together a remarkable group of influential experts associated with food production and sustainability, many of whom I have met and who have been sources of personal inspiration over the years. Because of this, I only wish I could be with you all in person, because there is no doubt that you are addressing one of the most important challenges of our age. If we are to have a long-term future on this planet, we will have to live within its capacity to support us. Natural systems and natural resources underpin all human activity, and they have finite limits. It is therefore essential that the true costs of all our activities are properly understood and reflected in the way we run our economies. We have the tools to do this. We can measure the rate at which we are depleting natural capital and the level of greenhouse gases we are generating. We know the extent of our pollution, our consumption of water, the loss of forests, fisheries, biodiversity and topsoil. In fact, we know a great deal about all the things that are essential to human existence. Yet, all too often, we allow ourselves to operate in ways that are quite clearly not sustainable. Where food production is concerned, it is heartening that more people are recognizing the need for sustainable and resilient systems. Yet, there is still a pressing need to provide proper encouragement for food production that substantially reduces pollution of the soil, of water and atmosphere, that reuses natural resources, and that makes a positive contribution to public health. It is inspiring to see the brave innovators and entrepreneurs who have found ways to do what they feel to be right for the planet and still survive economically. But at the moment, it seems to me that there are still too many market incentives which, however benign their intention, actually encourage food to be produced in ways which are simply not sustainable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I make no apology for saying that ways must be found to make sustainable food systems at least as profitable as unsustainable systems. We can't wait for this particular market to correct itself. With a rapidly growing and increasingly unsustainable population and a changing climate, we need to act now. As some of you may know, I decided to act upon my concerns over 30 years ago on my farm at Highgrove by converting the land to an organic agroecological system, one of the most precisely defined ways of farming more sustainably. As such, I know from first-hand experience just how difficult it can be to make a profit. But that is partly because we are not looking widely enough at the system within which food production operates. When I was at the Paris COP21 event in December last year, one of the initiatives that really inspired me came from the French Minister of Agriculture, Stéphane Le Foll. He proposed a 4 per 1,000 scheme to incentivize farmers to increase the levels of organic carbon in their soils by 0.4% each year, and thus, of course, in the process, increase soil health and fertility. It seems to me that measures like this could make a real difference to the profitability of sustainable agriculture, while also, and most importantly, helping to slow the rise in atmospheric carbon dioxide. Ladies and gentlemen, as the title of your conference clearly suggests, we need new ways of accounting for the true costs and benefits of our food production systems. Only then will we be able to make the rapid transition to the sustainable, resilient, and healthy food systems that we so desperately need for the 21st century and beyond. I do hope, therefore, you can make significant progress in this task, and I can only send you all my heartfelt good wishes.